Hey y'all, welcome back to Lenten Stuff You Should Know. Today I want to talk about something that's a lot of fun to talk about and really interesting, and something actually that we honestly get a lot of questions about. The topic is going to be on indulgences. So you might be familiar with the concept that there's certain indulgences that are attached to certain kinds of prayer and fasting. So during the Lenten season, we do prayer and fasting, and there's oftentimes indulgences that are connected to those. Now, indulgences got a really bad rap back in the Reformation when people were selling indulgences. That's not exactly what we're talking about here. I want to talk about specifically what an indulgence is, and maybe also a little bit of what an indulgence is not. First, let's start with what it is not. An indulgence is not something like this. I can do X, Y, or Z, prayer and fasting practices, and then I can earn this sort of thing from God. That is not what an indulgence is. Actually, what an indulgence is, it comes from the name, which makes total sense. We have a God who is incredibly indulgent, that he gives. He cannot be outdone in generosity. So when we come to God with open hearts in prayer or giving things in fasting, when we come to God with prayer and we bring that heart to Him, He won't be outdone in generosity. The more generous we are with God, with our time, with our hearts, with everything that we have to offer, He will return that and then abundantly more. He will indulge us with great graces and gifts. Now, it's not sort of like a utilitarian kind of thing, like I can use God for my benefits, so if I just do these sorts of things, then I'm going to manipulate Him and get from Him. That's a really bad relationship, not a good way to go about it. But it's an understanding, it's a spiritual understanding of how good God is to us. And that's why different prayers and fasting will oftentimes have indulgences connected with them, because we can help to understand that a little bit. If I am open with my heart to God, if I'm generous to Him in these prayers, He's going to be incredibly generous to me. The other part of indulgences that is really important is it has to do with the disposition of the heart. So if my heart is authentically open, if I am moved because of God's love for me and my heart is now open and I want to do things out of love for God, spend some more time in prayer with Him, give certain things up, do some fasting, and my heart is even more open to Him now He's going to return more graces back to me, and my heart has a disposition of openness to receive from God. And the more grace and love I receive from God, my heart's going to be moved even more to be able to be more giving and loving with my heart and to offer more to Him. And then my heart's going to be even more open to receive from God, and then my heart's going to be even more. You get the idea. So it's this beautiful, loving relationship with God in which His gift of grace to us opens our heart. Our hearts are open to giving. Since our hearts are open to giving, He is abundantly generous to us and gives to our hearts. And basically, we just fall more deeply in love with God, who loves us. This is what the practice of indulgence is all about. Not manipulating God. I do these things and I get them from God. No, it's a love story of my heart receiving from God's indulgent goodness and His grace, being opened to give in return in love to Him, and then that being reciprocated perpetually until someday we are in heaven. I hope you've learned some fun Lenten stuff you should know. God bless, and have a blessed Lent.